Hello, we're back for day 2 of main idea, and we are just going to jump right in. So, we are, again, identifying the main idea, but today we are going to identify the stated main idea of a short nonfiction text. So I say stated because sometimes the main idea isn't directly said in the text, but sometimes it is, or it almost is. So we'll get into that. Again, you will need a pen or pencil, paper, whether that's the same as yesterday or a new paper. You will want to have those notes handy though. So let's start off and review. What do the words main and idea mean? Is the main idea the same thing as the topic? And what is the difference between a topic and a main idea? So go ahead, take about 60 seconds to write down the answers to these questions, not in complete sentences. You can just jot down what you think the answers are. I'm going to go ahead and set a timer for 1 minute. So go ahead. I imagine that y'all don't need this full time, but you have about 30 seconds left. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and pause it here. All right, so main, right, is the words like important and principle. It's that huge, that big, important part. An idea is like the words notion and thought, right? It's a noun, but it's not that concrete noun. It's more of that weird conceptual noun that we can't quite point to. And no, ma'am, the idea is not the same thing as the topic. What's the difference? A main idea is always a complete sentence about the topic and what the author wants to express to the reader in relation to the topic, right? But a topic is always just 1 or 2 words. So we're going to practice right now. We're going to read a short paragraph together, and then we're going to do a couple of sentences about it, about that main idea of the paragraph. So go ahead and get your writing utensils ready. So here's our paragraph about dolphins, and here's 2 pictures of very cute dolphins. Let's get into it. Dolphins are mammals that live in the ocean. Mammals are different than fish, reptiles, or birds. As a mammal, dolphins breathe oxygen even though they live in water. Because they are mammals, a dolphin mother gives birth to a live baby, unlike reptiles and birds who lay eggs. A dolphin mother also feeds her baby milk like other mammals. Okay, so in your own words, take maybe 30 seconds and write a sentence that you think could be the main idea of this paragraph. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you guys 16 seconds because that's what's left on my timer. Main idea. So, check out the first and last sentence of this paragraph. That's a strategy that you can use for finding the main idea. So this first sentence says, dolphins are mammals that live in the ocean. Okay. The last sentence says, a dolphin mother also feeds her baby milk like other mammals. Okay, here's that word mammal again. And let me just skim through the rest of the paragraph and see if I can find this word mammal since I've seen it twice already. All right, so mammals are different than fish. As a mammal, because they are mammals. So a possible topic or a possible main idea here would be dolphins are mammals, or a dolphin is a mammal. Might be a possible main idea sentence for this paragraph. Did you write down something similar to that? This word mammal appears a lot. That's a big sign that says, all right, this is probably the main idea. Okay, so the next thing that I want you to do is take a peek back at this paragraph and see if you can find 2 supporting ideas that support this main idea. So this main idea that says dolphins are mammals, try and find me 2 examples that back up this statement, okay? Take just a couple of seconds to do that. Write them down. Or just have them in your head. I didn't time you, I'm just watching the clock on here. Y'all know this clock moves, right? Y'all see that? Anyway, I learned that like 2 months ago. Okay, so here's what I got when I read this text. So here's a possible first example is dolphins breathe oxygen. So mammals breathe oxygen, dolphins breathe oxygen. Therefore, this is supporting my main idea that dolphins are mammals. And here I have dolphin mothers feed their babies milk. And again, mammals get fed milk from their mothers when they're babies, just like you and me. And dolphins have this happen, therefore this is supporting our main idea that dolphins are mammals. So this is a structure that you guys might find useful. So I have this main idea up top, I have it circled. And then down here, I have my supporting examples or supporting ideas boxed, and they're with lines back up to that main idea. So this might be a nice way to kind of diagram, organize your thought process when you're talking about examples versus main ideas. Fair enough? So, main idea, dolphins are mammals, gets the point across. It's what the author was trying to tell us in that paragraph. And the author tried to tell us by using supporting examples like the fact that dolphins breathe oxygen and the fact that dolphin mothers feed their babies milk. All right. So let's practice again. So these next paragraphs are a little shorter, and they're also multiple choice, so this might be a little quicker and easier for you guys. All right, so I'm going to give you some time to read this paragraph to yourself and see if you can get the gist. All right, so take a couple seconds, see if you can find the main idea here. All right, now we have 4 different options for what could be the main idea of the paragraph. So option A, the Constitution has been amended many times. Option B, women didn't vote until 1920, but men could vote since the founding of the country. Option C, today almost anyone can vote. And option D, the Constitution has been amended several times to grant more citizens the right to vote. What do you think? Write down A, B, C, or D on your paper. Did you write down D? So, if you wrote down A, I see where you're coming from. However, another important concept about main ideas is they have to give just enough information. So this is kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, if you've ever heard that story. You don't want it to be too much information, right? So that would be option B, right? That's a little too specific. But you don't want it to be too little information either. Option A says the Constitution has been amended many times, which, yeah, it has. But that's not the point of that paragraph. The point of that paragraph was telling us why was it amended several times. It was amended several times to grant more citizens the right to vote. So that is why D might be a little better of an answer than A. All right, let's try it again. Short paragraph. Take a couple seconds to read it to yourself, and I'm just going to go ahead and put the answers up right away as well. All right. So circle the main idea, or not circle, y'all can't circle. Write down A, B, C, or D for what you think is the main idea of this nonfiction paragraph. Did you write down B? Cool if you did. Also cool if you didn't, because we're going to learn why. So, again, we're thinking about not too specific and not too vague. Not too much information, but not too little, right? So, B is what gives us the perfect amount of information about the paragraph. So, it's not using an example as the main idea. It is covering that whole topic, right? And not just saying one fact about it, or one fact about it, or one fact about it. So A, C, and D are all just single facts, right? Remember, a fact is just a piece of information. Whereas B covers the information in all of those facts, right? So it's important at the Olympics because it's a worldwide sport, right? So B would be the best answer for the main idea of this short paragraph. Make sense? All right, so we are heading back to the question that I asked you guys at the end of the lesson before, which was, would a hashtag or a tweet be more similar to a main idea? Do you remember that? So, for me, also, girl, what is my hair? Hello. So, what did you put down? Hashtag or tweet? So, I don't know that there is a right or a wrong answer to this, the more that I was thinking about it, because some people have hashtags that are, like, way super long, and some people have hashtags that are super short. However, a hashtag refers to the topic, but sometimes is also the main idea, right? So, what I want to do at the end of these lessons is read a couple of hashtags read a couple of tweets from hashtags that I think are kind of funny, because I want to remember that we have to laugh during this time, and I want to attempt to make you guys laugh. If you think this part sucks, then just skip to, like, the last minute. You don't have to, humor me, but you don't have to humor me. All right, so the hashtag that we are looking at today is hashtag my teacher is weird. All right, so if you search in Twitter, hashtag my teacher is weird, here are some tweets that come up. My English teacher had a prosthetic leg, and when kids fell asleep in class, he'd take it off and slam it on their desk to wake them up. Hashtag my teacher is weird. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I did the wrong hashtag. The hashtag is actually if I search the hashtag my weird teacher on Twitter, I get a lot of stuff. I get a lot of tweets. I'm going to read some of them out to you. So, let's see. In high school, I had an English teacher that would bark and hiss at students that didn't behave. Hashtag my weird teacher. Ooh. My teacher used to ask us to clap our hands twice if we were listening, but to clap 3 times if we were really listening. Hashtag my weird teacher. My 4th grade teacher would clip her toenails while she was waiting for us to be quiet. Hashtag my weird teacher. Ooh, okay. These are weird. I hope that you've never had these happen to you. These are very strange things. All right. But yes, the hashtag notes the topic and sometimes the main idea. But I think Twitter is a really cool thing that has us forced to condense our thoughts into kind of main ideas as well. So, speaking of, what was the main idea of our lesson today? So we learned how to identify main ideas in texts, in short nonfiction texts. And we found that sometimes they are just stated in the text themselves, right? So in this example, the main idea was pretty much the first sentence of the paragraph, right? And same thing here. So sometimes it's as simple as finding the first paragraph of the sentence and maybe changing it a little bit, but that can be the main idea in nonfiction texts like this. So, again, we had main idea, we had topic. Today we talked about supporting details and ideas, and we also discussed these little paragraphs, right? So, I hope that this was useful to you, and we will jump back in tomorrow with a little bit more about main ideas. See you then.